Can an owner of residential real property evict a lodger without doing filing for an eviction or unlawful detainer? Hi, my name is Rob Wells. I'm the Landlord Warrior on TikTok and YouTube. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to our videos. Now, I got this question on YouTube, and it kind of is like an extension of that question about what's the difference between a lodger. And in this case, the question would be, hey, do you have to use an eviction to evict a lodger out of a residential piece of property? And the answer is technically no, you don't. But it's basically, this civil code is pretty much worthless in my opinion. Okay, so the civil code section I'm referring to is Civil Code section 1946.5. Okay, the scenario is this. Okay, you are the owner of a residential piece of property. Okay, we're not talking about my motel, hotel owners. You're covered under Civil Code 1940. That's a different topic for a different day. Okay, we're talking about you own a single piece of property. Okay, and you allow one person to move into your home, I guess to rent out a room. Technically, that's a lodger under Civil Code section 1946.5. What do you have to do? Well, that Civil Code section says you have to provide at least a 30-day notice of termination of tenancy, or at least I think it technically says a written notice, basically, about terminating the tenancy for as long as the duration of the tenancy. Let's presume it's month to month, so that would be a 30-day notice. Okay, so at the expiration of that 30-day notice, this code section says, hey, the owner can contact law enforcement to basically perform a citizen's arrest, what we would call in the business a self-help eviction, okay, which is a no-no generally for like 99% of landlords. This code section allows you to do that, okay, and it basically gives law enforcement the ability to make an arrest should they choose to do that, okay. Here's the catch, though, okay. If you go to 1946.5 D, subdivision D, this is what makes the section worthless, okay. It basically covers owner-occupied dwellings with a single lodger, okay. Now, I do a lot of roommate evictions and so forth. I have more than one, okay. So this is going to fail on its face. The second thing is it only states owner-occupied dwellings. What about master tenants? What about roommates? What about any other scenario? Technically, this doesn't really cover those situations, okay? So that's why I think it's garbage. The third and most damning thing, excuse my French, in all of this is law enforcement, getting law enforcement to actually do this. Number one, I'm going to tell you this right now. Most people don't even know this code section is on the books. My colleague always will refer to it, but I have to remind him that's like back in this section was passed in like 1986, okay? Whole different entire era of law enforcement and social situations, okay? I can't even get law enforcement in my area to come to property felonies, property crimes that are felonies, okay? This code section says it's an infraction. Okay, mean like a speeding ticket. Okay, this is probably below a speeding ticket. Okay, and my criminal practitioners over here tell me this. I probably don't even think they can make an arrest under most law enforcement policies on an infraction. I don't think it's happening. Okay, we can't even get them to come to misdemeanors. Okay, they're still in stuff under $950. They can hardly do anything. That's going to probably be changing with Prop 36 here, but still, that's besides the point. So good luck trying to get law enforcement to even come to your property to effectuate this infraction citizen's arrest. Okay, so that's why I think it's pointless here. So if you're going through this situation, your probably best bet is you're probably going to have to do an unlawful detainer. Law enforcement, whether it's the sheriff's department or local PD, their county council or the city attorney is probably telling them, yeah, don't even go near that. That's a civil matter. Let the owner of the property hire an attorney. Okay, so you're talking with someone like me. Okay, if you're going through this situation, please feel free to reach out. We might be able to help out. Put your comments, questions below. I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. Okay?